Hello and welcome to Get Great at Maths. Today we're looking at the GCSE Mathematics OCR J560 exam paper from the June 2022 higher tier paper 4 exam paper, which is a calculator paper, and we're looking at question 13. Now question 13 is a question which the exam board calls enumeration. And this question is a question where you're given 3 bits of information normally, and you've got to work out the order or how many options you're going to get for a certain situation. In this case, we're looking at food. So we've got a starter, we've got the main course, and we've got the dessert. And we've got this 3-course meal, and we've got to work out how many different ways can you have this 3-course meal. So could you have a prawn cocktail for a starter, the hunter's chicken and a trifle as one option? But you could have the prawn cocktail, hunter's chicken and the ice cream. You could also have prawn cocktail, hunter's chicken, then cheesecake. And you can keep going like this until we get all the different options. The question is asking how many different 3-course meals can be chosen from the menu. So we've got to work out all the different ways which we can have as a different choice. So you could have mushroom, steak and trifle. Now it's going to take you a really long time to write down all the different combinations that you could have because there are so many different options. So the easiest and the quickest way to do it is to think about each one as we go along. So we have got 5 starters, okay? We have got 8 mains, and we've got 7 desserts. So if you just count up how many are in each level, it gives you the numbers. And all we've got to do is multiply my number of starters by my number of main by my number of desserts. So I've got 5 starters, I've got 8 mains, and I've got 7 desserts. So I multiply those together for 1 mark. And my second mark comes for just the final answer of typing that in your calculator, and that was worth 2 marks. That gives me all the possible combinations of starter, main and dessert in any order. Make sure you write your answer on the line given in the exam. The mark scheme gives you 2 marks. There's 1 here. It says the answer here is clearly 280. 2 here means this is the marks awarded for the question. M1 is a method mark. For getting 5 times the 8 times the 7 is the method mark. And you can get 1 mark if you did 6 times 8 times 7. There is also a method mark on the right side if you did a fraction rather than a whole, just the total number instead. But the answer we're looking for was 280. Now in part B it says find the fraction of 3-course meals which are completely vegetarian. So it tells us here B is for vegetarian and we're looking at the fraction. So we've got to look at each section separately. So for the starters, I have got 2 vegetarian options. So that will give me 2 out of my 5 options. So 2 out of 5 is my fraction. My main, I've got 3 vegetarian out of the 8 options for the main. My dessert, I have got 2 vegetarian out of the 7 options for the dessert. So you would get 1 mark for doing 2 over 5 times 3 over 8 times 2 over 7. Now the reason it's times is because it's the starter and the main and the dessert, and the word and in probability means multiply. So if we just type that in your calculator or multiply the top numbers, my numerators, and then multiply my denominators together, that will give me an answer of 12 divided by 280. And that is all you need to do to get the 2 marks for this question here. Now the mark scheme is here and it has cancelled down the answer. So it says over here equivalence to include. So if you cancelled your fraction down to 6 over 140 or 3 over 70, which is the lowest form, which is a better answer, then you will get 2 marks. OE over here means or equivalent. So your answer is 12 over 280 or equivalent. So if you've cancelled it down to better, then that's great. Here are the 2 marks to show for the method. For the actual exam question. M1 is a method mark, so you can see here the method we did here by multiplying these fractions together. If you just looked at the numerators or got 12, you've got a method mark for getting that. FT means follow through. So this is a follow through mark from the answer you got in part A. So the answer to part A was 280. So if you didn't got 280 in the first part and you used your answer of 280, so this word there means using your answer, then you can still get a mark. Thanks for listening. This was a video by Get Great at Maths. If you enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe to see more videos. Thanks.